What's going on, Motor City Sports Talk family? We back in full effect. And, we're going to be starting up a Twitter pretty soon. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But we're on Facebook right now, But we back, talking about the number 20 pick. Breaking it down. I heard Dave Burkett was on the ticket. 97 won the ticket today. He spit his piece about who he thought the Lions was going to take. He picked the linebacker from Alabama. Forget the guy's name. I seen him and broke a little bit of tape down on him. But my whole rational thinking about the Lions is I think a lot of you guys are overreacting to the offensive line, man. There's nothing to overreact to. Okay, we knew the offensive line wasn't good last year, but also it wasn't healthy. Greg Robinson threw the camaraderie off a lot. By him playing the left tackle position, people forget Taylor Decker was out. People forget Travis Swanson just wasn't that good. He didn't work out. Graham Glasgow was very, very good at guard and could be very good at center. Okay, and we spent a third or fourth round pick on him. We spent the late round pick or mid round pick on Travis Swanson. We spent the first round draft pick on Taylor Decker. He's outstanding when he's healthy. Graham Glasgow is good when he's healthy. TJ Lang wasn't healthy all last year as well. People forget that. And I think him not being healthy ultimately hurt the line, along with Taylor Decker not being healthy and Greg Robinson being plugged in there and forced to play. And Travis Swanson just sucking. All that threw off the line, okay? And Rick Wagner, he started off good and he just plummeted. I think that might have been an effect of the bullshit of the line. The bullshit of, excuse my language, the TJ Lang not being healthy, which he coming into this camp with no surgery, so he should be healthy. Rick Wagner, I think, going to be back to his regular self. He going to be healthy. And Taylor Decker going to be healthy, God willing. The shoulder he played last year had no ill effects from what I heard. And Graham Glasgow, if he plays center or guard, I'm not concerned about the line. This year, if the line comes in healthy, the camaraderie will be there. People got to remember, they just threw a line together. They never got a chance to build the camaraderie up of the line. And also, I believe the offensive line scheme was piss poor. The center caused all the audibles and all that stuff. And Travis Swanson just fucking sucked. I'm sorry. I got to be a little bit belligerent here on this video. I apologize. Love to keep it a family program. But like I said, a lot of people overreact. You don't need to draft a guard in the first round. Neither a tackle. Or center, unless that's the best available player. That's not it. I think the Lions coaching staff really hurt the offensive line and them not being 100% healthy and being able to get that camaraderie together. I think that's the big thing. I'm not worried about the line. They can get a guard in the third or fourth round and plug them in, and him and the Wiggins guy, they can fight for a position. Or they might even find, after drafting one, they might even find an undrafted guard that can come in and play. Guard is not that hard to play, man. Especially when you get somebody young with the athletic ability, you can coach them up and teach them the technique. And if they got the mind to do it, I played football for a long time on many different levels. So I understand that the line has to build camaraderie, It has to. They have to gel together. You can't just keep interchanging offensive linemen and thinking, Major Holland and think it's going to make the line better. It's not. It's going to have to come down to them gelling and coaching. So, hell no, I'm not drafting no offensive lineman in the first round. What it comes down on the number 20 pick is this. Okay, it's the best pass rusher available up front, period. May it be interior or on the outside, on the edge, on the defensive end, right, left, however you see it. How Dave Burkett put it this morning is they don't expect Ezekiel Ansah to be back next year. It been some talk about what his real age was, and his body is really mimicking somebody that's in their mid-30s. Because of the birth certificates over there in Africa and stuff, excuse me. So, I think it's critical, man, to get him a replacement or two. I did a mock draft yesterday, and a lot of people didn't like it, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language again. It wasn't a mock draft where I just got the pick of the litter. No, it was a mock draft machine where it actually simulates a draft, and you pick where you pick, and that's what I picked. That's what the best available picks I felt. The one guy said, oh, yeah, it's terrible. I mean, he picked two offensive linemen, a guard, and a center in the first 2 rounds. Are you fucking stupid or dumb? That's dumb. The Lions' number one need is a pass rusher, interior, and on the edge to replace Ziggy Ansah. And They need a running back. People are underselling the running game. Talking about without the offensive line, there's nowhere to run. That's bullshit. Amir Abdullah has zero vision, bro. I've seen plenty of tape that people are broke down where Theo Reddick was hitting holes last year. Holes was there. Tion Green was hitting holes last year. You know, they just don't have the athletic ability to make it happen, to get to the second and third level for real, to be honest. They don't have the athletic ability. I mean, Theo Reddick runs a 4.7 for God's sakes. Amir Abdullah 4.67 or 4.65. That is not, for small running backs, that's not explosive. They're not going to give you the really, really long plays. And that's what the Lions need as well. LeGarrette Blount kind of gives you the best of both worlds, but I'm not hanging my hat on the 31, 32-year-old running back, you know, that quit versus Pittsburgh and only produces with championship caliber teams like New England and Philly. I'm not hanging my hat on him. I'm not putting my eggs in the basket. And yes, I picked 2 running backs yesterday because I think the Lions need to overhaul the whole backfield. I do. Only running back that I think they should keep is LeGarrette Blount. Everybody else can go. Theo Reddick perhaps, but at the end of the day, I mean, he's not a running back. He's more of a receiver. He can't tote that rock for real. He's very limited in straight line speed. He's quick, though. But, yeah, I like a few running backs, but we talking about the number 20 pick right now, and that's the pick that's going down tonight. And, like I said, pass rusher. I mean, I like Daron Payne. It's people saying that you know, it's people saying that he's moving up. You know, he's moving up the draft boards. No, Taven Bryan. You know, he's a guy that was only a 1-year starter that's lacking some technique, but he got a motor. He's more of a run stopper from what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing on tape as well. And we got a run stopper in Sylvester Williams. We need a 3 technique. More in a mode of a Mo Hurst, you know. But with his health issue, you might get him in the second, perhaps the third round, depending on how his medical check out. Obviously, a lot of people like Harold Landry coming off the edge in the New England, Boston area connection with Quinn and Patricia, excuse me. You know, people like Harold Landry. I like Harold Landry. That would be the pick for me. Another pick that I like down there is 2 DBs. I like Derwin James. You could plug him in a strong safety, and you could probably package and get rid of Killebrew at that point, you know. Or you can get rid of Tavon Wilson, depending if you want Quadre Diggs to play the strong safety position with Derwin James. Because Derwin James is the absolute truth. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's a pick that's hard for me to pick. Only reason I pass up on Derwin James at 20 is if the impossible happened, like Saquon slid or one of those, you know, somebody like, you know, Trayvon Edmonds, the guy from Virginia Tech slides, or Waquan Smith or Nick Chubb just miraculously slides or some shit like that. That's the only way, you know. Only way I'm passing up on Darwin is somebody slides that's elite, or Harold Landry not there. Other than that, I think he's the best pick on the board if he makes it down that late. You know, also Jair Alexander, he's another guy that I'm in love with. I think you might can trade up in the second round and get him. And I know people say we say that DB, but you can never have too many DBs in this league, in my opinion. Especially a guy that has great ball skills, and the Lions haven't had great corners with great ball skills. You know, they could turn their head around. I mean, Nevin Lawson still don't know how to turn his head around and not get a pass interference. So, you know, that's my opinion on that. But like I said, I think Harold Landry, to be realistic, is the pick. I know a lot of people like Vita Vea, and a lot of other pass rushers, Marcus Davenport. But I think Harold Landry is a good pick. Lorenzo Carter, if you want to get another big end, I got him in the third round of my draft machine. You probably get him in the second round. You could bookend him with Landry. You can interchange them now. Both get him in the weight room a little bit and be able to replace Ziggy Ansah. In the running back position, I think the depth of the running back position is so deep that the Lions probably won't take one in the first round. In my draft machine yesterday, it's so funny how people comment but don't listen to the videos, you know. I don't know if some of y'all hard of hearing or retarded, but, you know, I explained, like, during my draft machine, that was the best available guy with Darius Geis. And it fit best available, and it fit a need as well. But like I said, I don't think they will. I think it's a lot of depth. I know a lot of people want Royce Freeman. But I look at it. You got LeGarrette Blount, the bulldozer. I think Amir Abdullah would be dealt on draft day. I think that the Lions need more of an electric back. I understand Sony Michel had 13 fumbles. Somebody brought that to my attention. But if you think Darius Geis is going to be an impact player, you think he going to be like a contributor, a baller, you think he going to live up to the expectations that they had for him at LSU, which he did live up, and you think everything checks out with him with his background, and he's the best player, and you think he's by far better than Chubb, Sony Michel, Freeman, Penny, Naheem Hines, and the rest of the company, I had to take him. You know, I would. At 20, but like I said, that's if all the pass rushers gone. I think Geis is a better player than Bryant. I think he's a better player than Daron Payne. I think he has a better impact than all those guys right now. Not Landry and not like Edmonds and people of that nature, but I think he has a better impact than some of the guys that's going to be there at 20. So, you know, I wouldn't be mad if the Lions did pick him, but at the end of the day, it's depth at the running back position. You know, a lot of people saying, oh, the Lions may not take a running. If they don't take a running back, they some fools. Because the running backs they got right now not capable. We've seen it over and over again. So you're gonna put your hat in a 31, 32-year-old, all your feathers feathers in the hat all the way in a 32-year-old running back like LeGarrette Blount. If you get injured, then you back with Abdullah, you back with Reddick. They're not running backs, you know. They're situational running backs. They're not every down running backs. And they must take a running back. And I like to take two. I'm sorry. I'm still of the nature of taking two running backs in this draft because, you know, the depth of the draft. You know, the depth is very, very deep. You get two running backs. You know, people saying, oh, we need to get defense. Yeah, you need pass rushers. But at the end of the day, you can go reach for a pass rusher and he ain't going to be shit. But if you get a good running back and you evaluate him, you know he's going to be a good running back, you got a great player. You got a good 2-punch for the 1-2 punch in the future. People got to realize that just because you need defense or you reach for defense, and then that's how you get a Shannon Sharp that go undrafted. That's how you get a Terrell Davis that go in the 7th round. That's how you get a Dak Prescott that make it to the 4th round because people are reaching for need in the middle of the draft instead of looking at the talent at hand. If I'm drafting in the middle rounds, I'm basing it on best available talent. You know, but the number 20 pick, I like Harold Landry there and the pass rusher there or a pass rusher extraordinaire. But if not, I think Guy should be the pick. But I like the pass rusher. We gone.